wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
All right, what's going on, YouTube? Great to see you guys. Thanks for stopping on in. You guys are awesome. Alex is in the house already. Tiger is here. Scott's here. Man, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So, what do we got going on? Well, clearly you see the thumbnail and you're going, what are you talking about? Maybe, maybe not. This is the Stream Deck foot pedal. And I forgot to turn that camera on. And let's turn this camera on as well. Back here. Okay. See this camera right here? In case I want to use this view, you know, because you never know. And such. And we'll turn on the Droid camera. This Saturday, let's see. Excellent. All right, cool. My train guy's coming over. What do you call it? HVAC guy's coming over next Saturday, so that's good news. All right, so I wanted to turn on the Droid camera. So what am I talking about right now? Well, as you know, I stream with OBS, right? And I have different camera views. In fact, I've got this Stream Deck here. Let me show this to you here. I've got this thing, right? This is a Stream Deck. And it allows me to change the views from A camera, B camera, which is back over there. All right, I can also go Droid camera, which is not on, which is on now. Right, there you go, the Droid camera, right? Using my cell phone as a camera. I also have an overhead camera, which is right over here, right? Hey guys. As well as when I press this button here, it'll pull up Chrome. I could do VLC Fortnite highlights. I could also show you what is over here, right in the top right screen. I could show you what's on the top left screen. If I have Adobe Premiere, I have it set up so that it press this button here, right? I can do highlights here. I can do an Excel spreadsheet. You know, I think I just took a screenshot of my camera, of my screen, by pressing that button. I can play an ad by pressing this button here also, right there. Bam. Did you get an ad? Let me know if you got an ad, because I'm curious to know if you got an ad when I press that button. I can end the stream, so to speak, by pressing... So don't go anywhere. Alright. So that's the purpose of the Stream Deck in itself, yeah? It allows me to switch scenes by pressing a button with my fingertips. Right? Press a button with my fingertips. However, when I'm playing Fortnite, right? When I'm playing Fortnite and I want to change scenes and show you guys something different, or if I'm doing something here, right, and I want to show you what I'm doing here, that means I got to go over here, press the button. Yeah, it's only an arm's reach away. All I got to do is go boop, because it's right here. That Stream Deck is right there, right? So this is where I have that positioned. Right? You can see my desktop, right? Nice overhead view, a little bit crooked. Could I fix that? There. That's a little bit more straighter on her. Right? This is also tilted somewhat too, so we could fix that. But this is what the desk looks like. Right? Effectively speaking, the overhead of the desk. So you can see what I'm doing. As you can see, I change camera angles. Bam, 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 bam. Stream Deck. That's what that's for. But like I said, if I wanted to give myself the ability to change scenes using my feet, that's what this foot pedal here is for. To use my feet. Now there's only 3 buttons on this compared to here. Well, if my hands are occupied and I wanted to zoom in on something, I want to show you something, like for example, if I wanted to zoom in on my hands, like specifically right here, bam, I could do that. Bam, bam, bam. I'm using my foot pedal to do that. Yes, I already have a foot pedal, so why do I need a second one? Which is in this box here. Well, let's talk about that. Let's put this off to the side here. All right, and we'll open this sucker up, shall we? I need a knife, of course. Right. So. Oh my gosh. But I want to go to overhead, so I needed to actually press the thing here. Oh, it's a thing. I didn't necessarily need to do. Need the knife. Just like this. Put this in the trash right away. And I actually want to record this proper. Record. I might need the knife here in a little bit. Let's open this up. Put that off to the side. Here it is. So inside the box, I've got the foot pedal itself and this nice covering. This is what it looks like. This is the foot pedal that goes below. It's pretty big. Yeah, pretty big. Here are the instruction manuals. These are different springs and such that come with it. So that's a spring set there. Another spring set here. Middle pedal stoppers. If I did not want the pedal to get depressed, that's what that's for. And here is a cord. So that's what's in this box here, as you can see. All right, that's it. Nothing else. Yeah. Do I need all these other springs? Probably not. I'm pretty happy with it, with how it depresses, how depressing it is. All right, let's put this in here. And you know what? Maybe once I finish this, because this will be a pretty quick live stream, or at least this task, I'll do some other things that might be pretty fast as well. I like to save these little twisty tie things here because I actually use them again in the future. Yeah, these are very useful. Ooh, I've got all kinds of little dust here. Little dust bunnies. So this is connected USB-A, USB-C. Yeah? We're going to run this to a hub, which I have over here. Let's see. Underneath. In fact, let me show you my hub. Let's do this. I'll show you the hub here in a second. I just need to clear a space for the tripod to sit on for wear so you can see it. Because I'm not 100% organized here right now. Ads, thank you very much. Good. Thank you very much for watching the ads, Matthew and Mommy's World. I appreciate you being here and taking a moment to enjoy the stream as we open and unbox this thing. So how am I going to do this? Well, check it out. I've got this tripod, right? This is the phone holder. We'll open up the tripod here like this, and then we are going to unplug the cell phone and set the cell phone up here, and you can see what I'm doing over on the side there. This is a camera. I'm using my cell phone as a camera, and back. So now it is using the back camera, which is Droid camera here. Bam. So now you guys are looking at basically my cell phone camera. So I just want to move some things over here, get all this stuff out of the way. Got some glasses here. This can go here also. This can go here. We can put the TV remote closer to the TV over there. Let's close this up. Don't need the knife anymore for now, but I do keep it handy for when I do need it. Require use of it. Yeah. And then some papers. These are ideas that I have as well. Cat 5 cable. Just put this off to the side. My coffee mug coasters, because you know, and my wife trained me well. I've got coasters on everything. Just putting this over here, that little twisty tie. What do you guys think about this? Storytelling tactics. Would you guys be interested in watching me do some storytelling tactics? Oh, this is interesting. It's reversed. Yeah? So why is that interesting? Because we are on the main camera right now, but I have it reversed on the front facing camera. So now you guys can see a normal picture of it of me. But this is interesting. Did you answer why do I need question? Not yet, Scott. Good question, Scott. Have I answered that question? Not yet. I'm just clearing the space out because I'm setting it up. But yeah, why do I need it? I can answer that for you right now. I'll probably be answering that several times for when people drop in randomly, if you will, here and there. But why do I need it? Because look at all the scenes that I have, and we'll get to that here and again in a second. But I have various scenes. Various scenes. I have several scenes that I utilize to do my live stream with, right? I've got an A cam, I've got a B cam, I've got an overhead cam. I've got several cameras, and I just want to show you my this setup back here. I've got several hubs here, right? And I'm going to plug this into the hub. So let's see here. This will go here. That camera, that's for the back camera, but I need to move that one over there. Put that there. And then this will get dropped behind for the second foot pedal. And then I'll show you how that's set up down here below. Where'd that cable go? That's not it. Just drop it down here. I thought I dropped it. Oh, it didn't fall all the way down. There. Alright. So this will go here. And that'll be for the right foot. And then, let's turn the light on so I can see better also. Bam. Second foot pedal. Plug it in with USB-C. Bam. And put that on the right side here. Now, because I'm like also me, you know, I like being symmetrical. I want to make sure that it's directly in the middle here, which it looks to be. There's the middle right there. And I'm set up. A cam. Ooh, it's all funky.
Hold me close till I get.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this light off here in the back, because I no longer need this anymore. We'll put the phone back on the mount over here. And we'll close this up, because you got to set it up. So why do I need it? Because I want to be able to use my feet to change the scenes. You know, I want to use my feet to change the scenes. Alright, so let's see. Let's go catch up with the chat. Alex says, thank you, means a lot. Matthew, got you subbed. Oh, good, yeah. And so that's the purpose of being a mod on the channel, first and foremost. Number one reason, right, is actually to connect with each other. That's why you guys have mods, so you can connect with each other. We are all, for the most part, in my channel, majority of folks, I don't have a lot of necessarily fans that just pop in or watch, other than my parents. They are not content creators. You know, and so, yes, my parents do watch. You know, and Tiger's watching as well. But he's a fellow content creator, also Fortnite specific. But you know, my parent. Oh, I didn't realize. Can you guys hear me good? Somehow I got disconnected. Com check over. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? You can? Okay, cool. That's funny because I don't even know how you can hear me right now, but that says that it is not connected. Let me just double check a setting here. I don't have a mouse. Loud and clear. All right, good. That's awesome to hear. But okay, comm check over. All right, sounds like room noise. All right. I'm not sure what that means. So how can you guys hear me better now, Scott? I turned off the hub. The microphone was actually off to the side over there. And it's creating that possible background noise that you heard. Is the USB... Is it the USB hub? Better now. Okay, good. Yeah, I had the... For some reason, Well, I know I pressed the button on the hub off by mistake, which turned off my mouse, which turned off a whole bunch of other things. But, alright, let's see here. So, where was I? Too far away from the mic? Okay, check. Well, the foot pedal is now plugged in. Yeah. Foot pedal is now plugged in, and it is now time to set it up. So let's set this sucker up, because I'm able to channel on my right foot. A cam, and then this should be the B cam, or overhead camera, to zoom in, which is frozen right now for some reason also. Huh. Setup and test time. Yes, indeed. So, I've got another thing I've got to adjust here, because for some reason my camera got disconnected. My A camera, that is. Alright, the overhead camera is frozen, as you can see here. Alright, why? I don't know. Weird things happen sometimes, right? When you're messing around. But once you have it all figured out and fixed, it'll be great. At least that's the that's the goal, right, guys? That's always the goal, for it to be awesome. So let's do this. Let's the one scene has music on it. A-cam? That is the plan. Yes, exactly. All right, so let's get this sucker set up here. And so I need to pull up the Stream Deck app on the computer. Oh, the frozen one. Let's see, B cam. This is good, and then overhead camera. You said there's music here? B cam has music? Ah, okay. Thank you very much. Interesting. I wonder why I had music here. Maybe I just had it set it in like, you like that music? You like the song? Alright. Stream Deck. Alright, so this ST. So there is an app, YouTube Studio, free. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Alright, so let me show you the top right screen right here. So this, when I plugged it in, I now have Stream Deck Pedal 1, Stream Deck Pedal 147, which is the one that's down that I just plugged in, and the Stream Deck. Alright, so we need to edit Stream Deck number 1. So how do I want this to be? Well, I could go A cam, I could set it up so this is now my A cam. So it's in line with my in other words, OBS Studio. So the way you do this is you go, oh, you guys can't see it, top right. Here you go. And let's just put this guy off to the side here like that, just a little bit. All right, so ads. Thank you very much, Mommy's World, Matthew and Mommy's World. Let's do this. I want to do it on this side here, actually, top left. So pull this over to here. I think it'll be kind of neat for you to actually see me do it like this from this perspective. What do you think? Good or better? Just had a sewer service ad. Oh my gosh, really? Maybe it's telling you something, Scott. Something's wrong with my keyboard. It's not connecting. I'm in ad still. Oh, well, thank you very much for watching that ad. I appreciate it. So, when you're ready to get out of that ad, feel free. You know, I appreciate you taking a moment to enjoy it, if you will. All right, let's move this thing, close that down a little bit there. Okay, cool. Here, we'll do this. We'll do like this, and then we are in. Okay, so we are looking here, right? I want this to control OBS, and so I do have the OBS plugin, OBS Studio, and I'm effectively going to take this scene here, drag it over, and put it over here. I am going to make this, since I already have A cam, B cam here, I'm used to that, or I just set it up so now that I've got two, let's see here, I'll set it up so this could be my A cam instead, so this would be tiny 2. So in other words, when I press this button here, right, we now have this here, right? And then if I wanted to do, for example, the overhead cam, or I just make it so that it's straight up, you know, the droid cam. So again, we go to top left corner, OBS scenes, where are you, scene, drag it over to the middle, and this would be my overhead cam. All right, so that's when I press the middle button of the second controller, it gives the overhead cam, which is broken right now. Right, and then we could do the zoom on that also, which would be, I would still go to, it would actually be, let me see something here. What I forgot what it was. Overhead cam, but source overhead cam. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing what I want it to do. But let's do this. Let's go to the Stream Deck pedal 147. Let's make this the droid camera instead. So droid cam, so when I press this, you guys will get the cell phone cam right there. And then let's see, what's another scene that I want to do? Just basic overhead cam over here, because boom, boom, scene. But we also need to troubleshoot what's going on with that overhead camera, because we have overhead camera, which is this, and then I want it to zoom in and out. This is the zoom in and out button there, but I need to get there. So boom. Yeah, so why it's frozen, I do not know. It's not frozen on a thing. This is an error with the camera in itself. So let's troubleshoot it a little bit. Yeah. Cam link, we're going to deactivate it, and then we will activate it again. And then, okay, there we go. We should be fixed. Boom, boom. All right, this is cool. So check it out. First video can't watch, says discretion is advised. Oh, you're talking to Johnny Apple. Johnny Apple, good to see you, my friend. Sweep the leg, Johnny. All right, let's catch up on the chat here. Survival, Shalene, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Mimi Bear is here now as well. Thank you for stopping by also. Johnny Apple, Tiger, I love Elgato products. Yeah, I'm a fan of them, you know. I'm a big fan of Elgato products. I'm pretty happy with what I've got going on right now. So, all right, so what did I do? Right now I know that this is a camera, right? This is my Fortnite gaming scene. This here is supposed to be for the B cam, and then when I zoom in or zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. That's another foot pedal function. And then I've got the droid camera button with my feet. So check it out, no hands, right? But I'm switching scenes. Bam. Oh, you know what? Let's make this the B camera instead, actually. So we'll make this B cam. Nope. What was I working on? This is overhead camera, right? So top left. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. I am manipulating this camera, this to be my B cam. All right, so check it out. We now have the thing completely set up. Oh yeah, no, exactly. That's where I think the foot pedal would be beneficial. I got to a pill problem and figure out how to get a second camera. Oh, dude, Tiger, you could use your cell phone as a second camera, which is what this is right here. This is my cell phone. See, look. A cam. This is my cell phone, right? So the cell phone is right now looking at, let's point at the Millennium Falcon back there, yeah? Let's see here. Back camera. So right there, there's the Millennium Falcon, right? When I use my feet, as you can see, boom, Millennium Falcon. All right. B camera. That's the camera back over there. Yeah. Right there, right? And then I'm going to use my left foot on that main bar again. I just got to get used to it. Right there. So, bam, exactly. So, it's pretty simple to set up. I mean, it was very, yeah, like I said, it was very simple to set up and get going. Teleprompter. I've thought about the teleprompter when I used to actually, so some of the videos that you'll see in my earlier, when I was actually doing video production for my drone stuff, right, I would have it on the my script, if you will, off to the side, and I would read it. But I don't have a need for a teleprompter now. I mean, I'm a good public speaker. I think I'm a good public speaker. You know? First and foremost, if you believe, you know, that's halfway there. If you believe it, you can achieve it, right? KK's Travel is here. Thanks for dropping in. Upload a train short video and then upload a SpaceX video. Thank you for sharing that. The train video is the link, in the SpaceX one is bottom link. I'm going to try my best to get as many shorts out as I can. Excellent. Good. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much for sharing. So, all right. Yeah, Tiger. No, 100% agree. You will add to your collection of streaming gear. You know, in fact, if you guys are interested in this particular foot pedal, it's not on sale at this time, but the link to it is in the description below. But it's a pretty cool feature that allows me to, you know, switch things around as I need to. Copy. Let's see here. Paste. It's not working. My main keyboard is not working. Copy. Paste as plain. So this is the link to that foot pedal. Take a look at it. It's pretty cool. Now, are there other foot pedals that are more economical out there? Yes, there are. You know, but I already know that this foot pedal works. You know, having used it already before, to go from a scene, right, to go to my Fortnite gaming scene, to go to my overhead scene here, and then to be able to zoom in and zoom out, right? Well, I'm getting some fluctuations over there for some reason. You know, why the camera is doing that, I do not know, but it's acting funny. Yes, I do want to stop recording, and then it gives me the ability to go to the Droid camera once again, which is over here. Flip back around to the front-facing camera. There you are. There you are. As well as the back camera all the way back over here. So, yeah. Pretty easy. KK's shot here in Florida. It's pretty cool. Nice. That's cool. You're close to the SpaceX Center, KK's Travel. So, Tiger, which one are you going to get next? Are you going to get that teleprompter next? And what are you going to use the teleprompter for? Because, I mean, clearly you're going to find value in utilizing something like that. And I might find value in that same exact thing as well, right? I mean, interesting to say the least, right? Let's see. Boom. All right. I already have the Oh, you do have the teleprompter. Nice. Right on. And do you use it for your live streams or for recording video? Do you type out a script and then put it up there kind of thing? You just don't have the pedal. Check. Well, what you waiting for? I just posted the link in the thing. It is awesome. And you know it'll be compatible. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get another foot pedal down the road so that I can set things up for me to be able to change the lighting, you know. Who knows, right? I mean, it's the foot pedal, the foot, if you will, is an extension of my hand. Or if my hands are occupied doing things, I can change the scenes very easily, just like this. Boom. All right. Droid cam still, right? It's all about for me, convenience, being a little bit hands free so that I can do stuff, right? And such. So, yes. I personally want to use it so I can see the chat, maybe a different camera angle. All right. Yeah, no, I actually like having several different camera angles, you know. I actually have a GoPro that I could set up that is not set up at this time. So, and that's also why I got this AI camera that can follow me. So what I did, check this out. Let's see here. Actually, I'll show you here on the Stream Deck foot pedal top left. Over here, all right, the Stream Deck XL, track me. So this these three buttons here, this is how I have my Stream Deck XL set up. And the funny thing is I have many other pages, so when I flip the page like so, all right, it allows me to go to different, and I haven't configured it just because I don't have a need for, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times effectively 4, which is 32 minus these 2 arrow buttons. So I have 30 buttons. I have 300 buttons available to me. I don't have that many scenes, not yet anyway, right? Like this is Premiere, this is Photoshop. Might be right back. So when I press on them, all right, as you can see here with the overhead camera, getting used to it. That gets A cam, B cam back there, the cell phone camera, Droid Cam, and Droid Cam is simply an app. So I downloaded Droid Cam here, and it's actually in OBS as a video source also. Overhead camera, I wanted the ability to zoom in, hands free, right? Let's see here, there, boom. Because I might be doing something over here. Let me show you what I got going on. Bam, right? And we're doing stuff, you know. Show you the spring set here. This is pretty cool, right? Without having to actually go over to the thing and zoom in or mess around with the thing. I use one for productivity and I use the other for a soundboard. Oh, nice. Okay. I think that's where I need to get the pedal. Mainly an additional screen to see the chat and different. Oh, okay. So you're currently Tiger on one monitor. I get it. Yeah, 100%. Or depending on the monitor that you get, right? So, so as interesting as it sounds, let me show you here. B cam, which is I got to remember which one is which. No, that's Droid Cam, B cam, right? As you can see, let me zoom out here. This is the whole setup, Tiger. I've zoomed out. Let's do this. All right, so this is the setup, right? I got into video editing back in 2022. Actually, years before that, but I actually got this computer here. If you guys are interested in taking a look at my specs, go to jasonlavarius.com. Here. That keyboard's is down for some reason. I don't know why. I think I unplugged something. jasonlavarius.com. Here, let's do this actually. Wow, nice. This is good for you guys doing gaming. Yeah, no, for sure. Gaming and, you know, the kind of stuff that I like doing as well, you know. Let's see here. If you want to see my computer specs, here is a link. JPC. I don't need these springs, so I'm actually going to put these back in the box. And I'll put the box and make it into the attic. So I don't need that. You could put the instructions in there also. I don't have a need for that either. And this will make its way into the attic. The only item I was not really happy with as far as the Elgato stuff goes is was the key light, because it was connected to the Wi-Fi, and then the Wi-Fi, I'm on the internet here as well, so I could manipulate the light controls. But it would flicker because it would lose connection with Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi router is downstairs, you know. So I have two monitors, but the end goal is so I don't have to take my eyes off the game when I'm playing Fortnite. So the prompter would be just above. Oh, I did not know that you could use a teleprompter as for your chat. That's kind of cool. You know, that is actually really cool. But I initially started out with just these two monitors here, this one and this one. Yeah. When I first got this editing computer built up, and then I did an unboxing of an ultra wide computer at work, and one of the viewers were like, because it was a 38 or 32 or 38 inch Samsung ultra wide that I got for work, and I did an unboxing there, and my brother was like, yeah, but how does Fortnite look on it? And I was like, let's find out. So yes, I did, I did put Fortnite on to see if it worked great, and I was like, wow, I really like it. So one of my friends, who's on here, who's not on here right now, but he was like, you need to get the 49 inch ultra wide monitor for Fortnite. And I was like, really? And guess what I did? I got it. But I did an unboxing of it, and then I set it up and I played on it for a while, and I did not like the 49 inch monitor at all, because it was very short this way and was not as high as this one. So I returned it and got this 57 inch ultra wide, which is the equivalent of two 32 inch monitors, which is what these two are here. These are 32 inch monitors that are, between this camera here. But these monitors here, actually, let me hide this guy over here, move me over here. All right. These two monitors here are 32 inches. And when I put it next to this 57 inch, it actually looks the same. And so that's how I used to have it set up. Why does this look a little crooked? There, it looks a little better. So, Codboy, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you very much for being here. So I set this up here and then had it off to the side. This computer was actually over here on this wall, and then I eventually moved it onto one desk and put the monitors up top there. So, yeah. I'm doing good. Got done building my Lego The Classic TV Series Batmobile 1966 model. Right on, Rhodey. That's pretty cool. And funny thing is, here, let me show you what I had going on before. Epic Games. So, because it's actually kind of neat. I'm not gonna play right now because I'm gonna continue doing my taxes. I just want to go live for a little bit to set up the foot pedal. And then maybe we'll go live again when I take another break from Fortniting, doing some knot tying lessons. What do you think about that? I've actually been asked to do knot tying lessons. Yeah. All right, so Fortnite is loading in right now. And now that I've got the B cam set up, it's connecting, as you can see. Arthur, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I put a shortcut for my Fortnite on my stream deck, so all I had to do was push the button. Nice. That's pretty cool. Ready to play? Fortnite. I like that, Tiger. No, that's a good idea, In fact, that's the great thing about the stream deck, You can set things up to do that exactly, I mean, it's not just for OBS. It can be used for, whatever you want. It's so customizable. So ACAM, Fortnite scenery, right? And then we go to overhead scene here, and then I could zoom in, what I'm doing specifically right here. This is the center, All right. I need to move it over so that the center is over here actually. And then I could zoom out, go to droid camera, boom, and then I go to back camera back there. You know, so this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Oh yeah, 100% agree. I like it. I like it as well, Tiger. You know, I am a fan of the Stream Deck. This camera looks so choppy though. What is up with that? In comparison. Oh, it's maybe because I'm zoomed in. Interesting. And it's locked up again. That's unfortunate for me. Cancel. Yeah, I don't know. The screen and the far screen is blurry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I jiggled something loose on that hub, you know. Yeah, I simply jiggled something loose on that hub. I don't know what's going on with it. And which leads me to maybe, so the way I have the cameras set up right now, I am using the Elgato Cam Link, which is a USB plug-in. So it goes camera to, here, let me show you. Go to the Droid Cam. Back camera. The back camera, so this camera here, all right, that camera right there, this Sony, right, is connected to a hub right there. And then this camera here is connected to Elgato 4K something, Cam Pro or something like that. It's connected to it via HDMI in the back there. Yeah. So that's how I have that set up, you know. And I need to jiggle it back. Yeah, no kidding, Shalene. No kidding. It's probably exactly what I need to do, you know. Because the keyboard, this keyboard right here, right? Oh, it's working again. I think my batteries are dying on it. Let's just double check things again. A cam, B cam. Yeah, it's super blurry and it got blown up out of proportion for some reason. And it's locked. You can see that it's all locked up, right? Why? No idea why it's locked up right now. I think that Elgato product, do you have to use that to get multiple cameras to work? Let me show you what I think I need to get. If I wanted to stay with Elgato. And I am looking at other Elgato capture card. Camlink Pro. Top right screen. This one right here. I think I need to get this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 camera inputs. The problem with this to me is that I don't really know what the problem is with it, to be honest with you. You're only going to run 2 cameras. Yes, exactly. I can only run 2 cameras. This one I can run 4 cameras here. So Tiger, the way I have 2 cameras, the way I have 3 cameras, or 4, it's because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. One is connected to the Camlink Pro. Another is connected to, actually is connected directly USB-C, USB-C. And then the other one is it's on Wi-Fi phone. You don't have a spot for it on the motherboard? Yeah, no. In which case, if you don't have a spot, well, maybe if you wanted multiple cameras, like I said, I think that this is what I need to get for multiple cameras. The problem though is that it's only 4K 60 frames per second. Now, do I need 4K 60 like that one card is that's down there below, which is the I don't know. And I do have spot for another capture card, so I could put it there, you know, and have effectively 5 cameras that's direct native into HDMI, you know. So I would need to go USB-C to HDMI, because this camera, the A camera that we're on right now, is USB-C to USB-C. Right. So maybe what you need is a camera that goes USB-C to USB-C directly into your computer. Yeah, I mean, I would submit that if you have other reasons to change the motherboard out, then change out the motherboard. But part of the reason why I've, you know, contemplated, do I want to do, like, for example, the other option to this Elgato Camlink Pro is an ATEM Mini. ATEM Mini. Let me show you. Is this one here? It's $50 more, right? But look at the inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs out. What's great about this particular product for me is that I can take this, so to speak, on the road and attach it to my laptop and live stream with multiple cameras directly into this as well. So I could get the mobile setup going like I had initially, which got me into the live streaming in the first place. So check this out. The very first time I did a live stream, it was a drive stream. I was driving to Richmond, and I was just curious to try it, you know, to see if it's a possibility. And so I started doing it that way. If I used Elgato, would I be fine? I am using 2 Elgato products right now. The Camlink USB, and I am having an issue with this camera right now. You know, why? Don't know. I probably just need to unplug it and plug it back in again. You know, so let's see if I can troubleshoot this real quick. I'm gonna turn it off because it's working fine here. So it's actually this that's malfunctioning. So I'm gonna unplug it, and then I'm gonna plug it back in. And then we are going to, let's see, B camera, let's see, Elgato virtual cam. If I deactivate it and then activate it, okay. Sometimes that works because I would love to avoid changing the motherboard. So here, let me show you what I'm using right now. So I've got the one on the motherboard, as you saw, right? And I also have this. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Let's do this. Oh, which is frozen up right now also. All right, A-cam, which is this one. You know what? I think that this was actually for the overhead camera. I think this is for the overhead camera. Let me see. Nicole Barbie is here. Dark Himite is here. Dark Hermite is here. Brother Jason Dude, the title of your video today. Do you need a second pedal? Oh, pedal? I should fix that. Did I write petal? That's funny. Yes. I need it because I have various scenes that I'm changing between and from, you know. So I think I disconnected the overhead camera, Tiger. So, but yes, when it works, you know. It's just that you gotta, for me, I think I've unplugged it in and out so many times. The socket's loose, something is loose. So if I move things around by mistake, it malfunctions. Because clearly I'm getting a malfunction on the back camera there, as well as this camera here. Why? No idea why. Maybe I just need to turn the computer off and on again, all right? Because that always fixes it. See right there, I'm waving my hand, but it's not waving there. It's frozen there. The overhead camera is frozen here also, right? As you can see, I'm moving my hand, but no movement there. But yeah, this is the one that I'm using at this time to get that camera going. So let's try to plug it back in. And we'll go from there. You know, I mean, the best that I could hope for is that it works again. And like I said, I probably just need to turn the computer off and on again for it to work, you know. But thank you for being here, Nicole. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, you're welcome, Tiger. And that is, I would say that would be the more economical way to go. That Camlink, what's it called again? Here, let me find it for you here. It actually, I think I might have it on my website. Video editing. Let's go take a look and see if I have it listed in as one of my part pieces here. So this is my capture card. Elgato green screen. Yes, I do. I got the green screen. Huh, I don't have it in here. You need to add it. This is interesting. That's awesome, Nicole and Shalene. Thank you for connecting to each other. That's what it's all about, you know. I mean, as we always say, as Scott says, you know, Scott likes to say, we grow stronger together. And you know what? Strength in numbers, right? Strength in numbers. We take care of each other. We're fellow content creators. We're here to support each other, right? And we make things happen. We try to do our best to be informative. At least that's what I like to do. I like to try to be informative based on my experiences, based on what I've learned, my failures. Here it is, Camlink 4K. So $95. I think I got it at so it's on sale, 5% off. Here, I'll put a link up there for you if you guys are interested as well. Camlink. And yes, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you don't necessarily have to purchase this item directly from me, but take a look, you know. And I get like a 1% commission or something like that on products. Sometimes 0, but every little bit helps, right? So I appreciate you supporting me, supporting the channel by making purchases through Amazon using one of the links that I post up there. All right. So what are your guys' questions? What other questions do you have? You know, I hope that was helpful for you. So this is frozen. This here is frozen also. And like I said, I probably just need to turn the computer off and on again. Maybe if I exit out of, you know what, it might scroll for a little bit. I'm gonna try something. I have Elgato Camlink Pro. May have to donate that to someone, which would help you with 4 cameras. Very helpful. Oh, you have the Camlink. Wait, which is the Camlink 4 Pro? What did you say? Do you really need a second petal? Yes, I do. So that I can do this, Nicole. Check it out. Hands free. I can play Fortnite, right? I go overhead. I could zoom in overhead, right? And then I could also look at the Droid camera, right? Which is over here. How you doing? And then I can also go to the back camera as well. Hands free. Hands free. I know, laugh out. Yesterday was awesome. Wait, which one, Nicole? The Fortnite stream or what did I do yesterday? Oh, the printer stream. I love it. Absolutely what my dad would do. It's hands free, right? It's all about being hands free. That way, I use your feet. Use getting up the cameras. I know, right? So, heck yeah. I have the Elgato Camlink Pro. I forgot, and I can't Camlink Pro. Oh, you do have the Camlink Pro. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one. you know, because I like the various camera angles. Then again, I think I'm all cameraed out for now. I mean, what else am I gonna have a camera of? I mean, I'd like to put some lights in the background also, just to make this, you know, a little bit more nicer for you guys. But I'm not sure, you know. Right now, I know that I wanted, and I've been thinking about getting a second foot pedal, and now I did, and I'm happy. That's the issue. I can't use it because my mother don't have available slot because of my graphics card. Oh, I see. Oh, that Camlink Pro? Yeah, we got ideas for you. We got lots of ideas for sure. Yeah, you know what? Maybe what's his name? Wolf could use it also there, Tiger. You know, donate it to Wolf, and that way you can set up several you know. This is membership worthy, says Nicole. Oh, well, thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's like I've said before. I still don't feel like I'm providing enough value for me to establish a membership, you know. And maybe I will in the future, you know. I mean, I would like everybody to be able to have access to what I'm putting out there in the first place, you know. And if some folks, you know, like you do, Nicole, when they make a donation, you know, people make donations via the Super Chat. They make donations via PayPal. They make donations via Venmo. There's many different ways, you know. Sometimes I'll even say, hey, instead of gifting me skins, which I actually turned off, I inform people, hey, save your money and donate it to your local charity, you know, the local Virginia SPCA. You know, those dogs, those animals in the SPCA could need support, you know. So Tiger says, I'm going to get the one you showed me today. I'm going to go ahead and order it. Oh, well, thank you very much. I hope you order it from Amazon and use the link that I provided to you there, Tiger. Like I said, you know, earlier. No, it's pretty cool. And that's certainly another way of being supportive also, you know. And yeah, but I don't want to necessarily, and maybe I have to, just from the standpoint of, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Tiger. Just from the standpoint of, you know, I mean, as much as I would love to, and as weird as it sounds, earn money from the viewers, I earn money from the viewers also from ad revenue. And I would love it if I simply made all my money via ad revenue from YouTube instead of you guys donating. Why would I want to do that as opposed to wanting your money? I'd rather you save your money, you know. I'd rather you save your money for yourself. We're all content creators here. We are trying to make some extra dollars from doing the thing. But, which, you know what? I will never say no to cash. You know, it's like a tip as far as I'm concerned, right? But I like my information to be accessible. I would love to teach for free, you know. I would love to, you know, make somebody's lives a little bit easier and smarter, and because of education, even if it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, you know, how to do this. This is what I do, you know, and my way may not be the right way also. But it's what I do, and it may work for some, it may not work for others, you know. I know that when I use a chainsaw, I am for the most part, I don't 100% put on all the protective gear, you know. Part of that is, number one, before anybody runs a chainsaw, you got to be able to handle it. So if you can't handle a chainsaw in the first place, don't even bother trying to start it. You know what I mean? No, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. And that's what it's all about, you know, making people's lives happier, easier, contributing, you know, to the community of my fellow content creators, people that are here, you know, even if they're not, you know, a content creator yet, right? And maybe, hopefully I can be inspiring to those that want to be and want to share what they've got going on, you know, because I do know that, and I've had so many missed opportunities, particularly with my son. We were in scouts together. You know, I was a scout master for the unit. I eventually became a scout master, but I started out just a parent, Medebrad counselor still though, and it's one of those things where I have, if you will, you know, regret not videoing all the lessons learned, like teaching knots, which is why I'm like, hey, let's teach you guys some knots. In fact, I'd be happy to teach you guys a knot right now. So let's do that. Take a moment, go get yourself a 5-foot piece of cord. We'll teach you a knot. Jason, will ever get a PO box to send cool stuff to review? You know what? I have actually had people send me things. I just tell them to send it to work, you know, because work is a safe place. People want to get a hold of me. I mean, I'm pretty transparent. I only have a few trolls, and if a troll wants to visit me at work, then by all means, please do, you know. I mean, everybody knows where I work. I work at iFly Virginia Beach, indoor skydiving. 2412 Pacific Avenue, Virginia Beach, Virginia. But yeah, no, that's where people send stuff to me. You know, where I've had gifts, and if someone's like, hey, they really want to send something to me, that's where they send it to. I just direct them to, hey, just Google iFly Virginia Beach. You know, and if ever anybody does come to visit, use my last name as a discount code when you make your reservation online. You're too far. I'm in Oregon. Oh man. And you know what I've been wanting to do also? I've been trying to get iFly corporate to create a discount code for me for all the iFlies, you know. And just so people can experience what it's like to fly inside of an indoor skydiving wind tunnel. And maybe that'll inspire them to go try it out and maybe even learn how to do the skills themselves. The nearest one to you there, Matthew and Mommy's World, is iFly Portland in Oregon. There's one in Seattle as well, which is pretty awesome, you know. I know there are several in Florida there, Mr. Tiger. iFly Orlando, iFly Tampa. Is there one in Tampa? I can't remember if there's one in Tampa. iFly Fort Lauderdale, iFly Jacksonville. The one that I work at is a franchise, and we actually considered opening up one in Panama City. You know, does it bother injuries? Yes, it does. If you have previous neck, back injuries, I would submit that one should go and talk to their doctor first before they participate in an activity. I guess that's the disclaimer. You know, I mean, so my funny thing is, you know, so I mean, I'm a pretty fit person for not really exercising, not really having a workout routine or going to the gym and exercising on a regular basis. I actually fell off a 3-story building, you know, when I was on active duty, and I was paralyzed from the neck down. I recovered. And like many things, you know, when you take an injury like that, there's a lot of nerve damage and a head injury, you know, as a result of it. And it took me a very long time to learn how to fly upside down, because when I was when I would go inverted and fly upside down, my head would get all spinny. You know, I can fly upside down now, but it took a very long time for me to get over that. And part of it was also I was just very stiff, you know, and couldn't relax in the wind tunnel. But I mean, that jumping out of airplanes was part of my job in the military, and was one of those things that yeah, I mean, does it exacerbate previous injuries? Yeah, it does. You know, I mean, I've had ankle surgery, but I went to iFly in Jacksonville. Oh, nice. That is another franchise location, Tiger. You know, pretty awesome place as well. You know, the good people over there. You know, so yeah. For sure. Johnny is over there in Florida as well. Yeah, no, I don't have any, you know, plans to visit down there anytime soon, but oh, well, thank you for saying so, Nicole. I appreciate that. Appreciate that greatly. Front-facing camera. Let's switch that around here. You know. But yeah, me too. That was many years ago, 2003, you know, when I sustained that injury during training. South Florida. How far South Florida? But from my understanding, they do have one in Orlando and Tampa. Okay. So they do have, yeah, iFly Tampa, iFly Orlando. What's cool about the location at iFly Orlando is that the original wind tunnel there, they retired it and turned that into a museum. And the one in Orlando is a dual wind tunnel now as well, which is pretty awesome, you know. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, no, it's you know, I mean, you see me whenever I get a win, I reward myself with pull-ups. So I got the pull-up bar right over here. You know, I mean, I learned how to become a tree climbing arborist. I'm a flight instructor, and I mean, like I said, for an old dude that's broken and doesn't really work out, I'm pretty happy with my level of strength and physical fitness. You know. And I guess part of that is just good genes, you know. I mean, my wife says I'm kind of I'm a little bit of a freak of nature, because it's like, how do I not work out and, you know, eat all the ice cream that I eat and cake and pie and don't put on any weight. The funny thing is, I put on some weight. My flight suit is really tight now, you know, and so it is what it is. But I do my pull-ups on a regular basis so that I can, you know, and I try to get a win on a regular basis so that I can, you know, do some pull-ups. I'm actually, while we're talking, I'm trying to figure this out here. This why this is frozen, and I'm just thinking I just need to restart the computer. You got to turn it off and on again. So I can do that later on. Measure your weight by how tight your flight suit is. Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. I am my fighting weight when I first got that flight suit fitted for me, which is already pretty tight. I was 150 pounds. I am 162 pounds now. I do cardio for pizza. Nice. All this broken out is making me tired. I'm not sure what that means, Johnny, who retracted the message. All good. Maybe that was for a different stream. Different chat, which is all good. I do that. I've done that before also. I was like, wait, what? You know? But all this working out talk. Johnny, sweep the leg, man. And that's the thing. I'm not working out. You know, I'm eating ice cream. I'm playing Fortnite. It's like I tell people at work, Fortnite is a great running simulator. You know, I don't run. I play Fortnite. You see how high my heart rate gets when I play the game, right? 162 beats per minute. I mean, that's crazy, right? It's crazy, particularly when I'm in high stress situations. I mean, to be fair, exactly. It's a great running simulator. I mean, you see how far I run in the game, right? I mean, I need to put what's that called again? A pedometer on there, pedometer, to see to count my steps when I'm in Fortnite. Johnny's sweeping the legs. Exactly. So, yeah. Now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this foot pedal. I kind of want to do a test to just see if this thing, you know, actually, where is the issue? Is it OBS that has the issue with it being frozen here and frozen here, right? Or is it something else that's causing the frozenness of the cameras, right? And every time you lift a spoon for ice cream, that's a rep. Oh, I never thought about like that. You know what? But thank you, Tiger. I appreciate that. I would not say phenomenal shape. I'm in, you know, so pull-ups are my exercise, right? I mean, I could drop down, I could knock out 50 push-ups right now. I could get on that pull-up bar, and I can get to 25, you know, boom, easy. 30, you know, I could do 30 pull-ups right now if I jumped on the bar. But my run, you know, my legs, they're not as strong as they used to be. Granted, also, even when I say used to be, I was also pretty strong in the legs as well. I mean, part of that was simply the job, you know, when I was in the job. Now they don't need to be quite as strong or as physically fit, but that's okay. I'm happy with my physical fitness and where I'm at with respect to that, you know. Pembroke Pines, southwest of Fort Lauderdale, northeast of Miami. I think there's actually an iFly Miami and an iFly Fort Lauderdale there, Johnny. I could do like one pull-up. I used to be really strong though. And Nicole, if it's something that you wanted to get better at, then yeah, you know, you'll do it. You'll figure out a way to be able to do not one, but 2 pull-ups. You know, 3 pull-ups, 4 pull-ups. Eventually you'll just get stronger because you've motivated and inspired yourself to do so. But you got to want to do that also. Like, I have no desire to run. I only want to run in Fortnite. You know what I mean? That's the only place I want to go running in. Why? Because I don't want to go running. In fact, I mean, I don't want to be like, oh man, it's raining outside. Can't go for a run. Sure you can. I can get on to Fortnite. I mean, I've got a rowing machine that I could get on as well if I really wanted to increase my cardiovascular, you know, fitness. but I don't. And it's funny, I'm looking at Fortnite right now, and I'm like, ooh, I'm tempted to play, but I'm not going to. I've got taxes that I need to continue working on. And that's what this live stream is about, just taking a little bit of a break. Who wants to learn how to tie one knot right now? I'll teach you. I got my ropes right here. And if you do, which knot would you? Oh, you know, I can't right now because the overhead camera is broken. Let's do this. Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna restart OBS. It's probably gonna spin. All right, Tiger, figure out what knot you want me to teach, and then I'm going to restart OBS. So give me 1 second. I'm outside with my dog about to walk her, so I can't get a rope. You got a leash? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, now the question is, am I back? Yes, we are back. Okay, cool. So let's see if that solved the issue. Nope, it did not. It did not solve the issue of... Oh, I got my overhead back. All right, so that's good. But the back camera is still down. So, well, at least we've got the overhead back, so we could actually teach a knot. So, let's see here. Look at the nice colorful line. All right, so we have here. So this light is pretty cool. See? Because if I don't have this light, this is how dark it looks. Yeah. Turn the light on. And check this one out, guys. Check this one out. So here it is, right? Oh, wrong way. There. I could change the color, the warmth. And then I could change the brightness. Decrease brightness. Increase brightness. Change the color. Is that cool? And I just tilt the angle around based on what I want to illuminate. All right, check it out. This is called the butterfly knot, yeah? A couple different ways to tie this knot, right? The purpose of the butterfly knot, number one, is to put a loop in the middle of your line, right? Is to put a loop in the middle of your line. So the funny thing is, it's like, man, you know, what's going on with this thing here? So, and what am I talking about? Why would you want a loop in the middle of the line? Well, you never know. You might need to put a loop in the middle of your line. For example, and we'll teach other knots again in the future. But if I wanted to put a loop, the camera angle is getting all crazy. Let me fix it there. All right. So there's the loop in the middle of the line that I was telling you, talking about. So how do we tie this knot? A couple different ways, but and there, you could do this too. Overhead cam, right? You could be like, oh, here's another loop in the middle of a line, right? This is one of my climbing ropes, by the way. If you're wondering, like, oh, that's a nice colored rope. It's a climbing rope. That's in the middle of a line. That's a figure 8, right? But this one here is the butterfly. All right. I like this knot because it looks symmetrical still, right? It's non-directional. All right, Jason can do the face down camera, trying to keep up. All right, so to tie this knot, I'll pick it up like this first, right? Yeah. Then I'll put a twist in it, like so, right? And then I'll put another twist in it, same direction. Yeah. Then I'll open up that, so now it kind of looks like an 8. Yes? Then I will take this top loop, all right? Let's give myself a little bit more line here. All right, so there's my 8. I'll take the top loop, bring it down, right? And then I'll lift up the bottom of the 8, and then pick it up through the middle. Again, the purpose of this knot is to put a loop in the middle of a line. So that, for example, once I have that there, I could then take something like a carabiner and attach it to it like so. Yeah? Butterfly. And I did mention there's a couple different ways to tie this also. You know? So that's one way. You can also do it like this. Alright, take it over your hand like this once, twice, 3 times, right? Then you take this one here, put it over the middle, right? And then you take this one, right? Let's see here. Take this, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Take the middle line, place it, go under, take the middle one, over, and then back through, and then through the middle again. And that'll give you your butterfly knot once again. And make your knot that a happy knot, right? But I like to do it like this. I'll spin it. Here, let's do it like this here. A-cam. Boom. I'll spin it like that, right? I make my loop. I bring that top towards me. And then through that middle section. Boop. To me, that's the easier way to do it. And that's just a quick one, you know. One, two, three. Take this here like so. I'm just double checking how to do it the other way also. That doesn't seem right. The 8 is definitely more easier. Yeah, and I just, the other way, you know, and as funny as it sounds, well, you shouldn't be teaching if you don't know how to teach it. You're right, I shouldn't. But that's how we learn, by teaching it back. Okay, so I'll do it again. So 1, 2, 3, right? The outside I put over here, and then I bring it under and then across all over. And then I pull it through. And once you've tied it, you examine it. That's not. You examine it to make sure it's the same way. Let's see here. Face get on cam again. So 1, 2, 3, right? Then I take the middle, the far one, put it over into the middle, right? And then I take this one and then bring it all the way around. And that will give me the butterfly as well. Yeah. Same thing as doing it this way here. The figure 8 around and through. Same exact knot, just tied 2 different ways. Yeah, as you can see, it looks the same, right? But so check it out. We'll do the first way, or the second method that I showed. So 1, 2, 3. Take this side by your fingertips, put that into the middle. So now you've got 1, 2, 3. and then take this, go underneath, and then cross over all of them, and then back through. That'll give you your butterfly knot as well. I'm using 550 cord. Nice. And keep practicing it, you know, keep practicing it, because with 550 cord, right? It's once again, it's a good tool, right? And the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it, number one. Number two, teach it to someone else now, Tiger, right? Show someone else how to do it. And maybe the way you say it will be better than the way I said it. Because people learn from different teachers, right? People learn from different teachers and such. And it becomes one of those things where teach Wolf. Teach Wolf live. Tell him to show up with some line. That would be kind of cool, actually. You know what? Let's see how far I can get. You know, the 6 degrees of separation. So you learn the butterfly from me. Now he'll learn that from someone else. He'll teach it to someone else. He'll probably teach it to Shannon. And then she'll teach it to someone else. And then she'll teach it to someone else. I wonder how far it will come back and get back to me. Like, hey, Jason, let me teach you how to tie a knot. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool. Let's see how far this book can go, right? It's like the old library book. Telephone game. And of course, you could always Google up, don't teach Shannon. Tim, what's up, brother? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for stopping in. I just got the second foot pedal set up. Check it out. So I go hands-free, A cam, Fortnite cam, and then we go overhead cam, still hands-free. And then we could zoom in on the overhead and then zoom out with the foot. And then we go to cell phone camera, and then we go to back camera, which is currently frozen right now. I don't know why. She'll tie everyone up. That's funny, Tiger. Gen X Gaming, good to see you, my friend. Pink hands, back at you, my friend. Pink hands. Thank you very much for being here. And yes, that I've got 2 foot pedals set up now. I got 6 buttons basically by my feet, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, in and out, right? And this, the back camera. For one, I feel like talking to you guys over here, you know, because I think that's cool to give me the ability to do that. Because I'm a nerd. Because I'm a nerd. All right. I am going to end this in about 5 minutes because I want to get back to doing my taxes. Tim, did you ever figure out how you got I guess you found that dude out? And I'm curious to know what more information you have, if you got a name. Because I feel like it's somebody that I know. That for whatever reason, that I know personally. You know what I mean? Nice. Your office is sort of like a double bass drum setup. Yeah, right? For real. I got 2 foot pedals now. Left foot, right foot. Right? Got my stream deck in front of me here, so I could be like, yo, I'll be right back. Oh, just kidding. I'm still here. You know, hands free. They didn't have a name, just their computer info. Interesting. And you know what? I wonder if I can take that computer info to one of my other... Shoot, I'll bet you my brother can figure that out. Or one of my IT tech guys that I've taught how to fly. Yeah. He'd be very happy to help me out. But again, I'm just like, do I want to know? Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Right? It's just unfortunate that that person has gone to those lengths to try to defame me. You know? I guess I'm, as funny as it sounds, I'm in the same boat as Mr. Beast. Right? Who apparently has had many allegations brought up against him. Trolls will always troll. Yeah, no, exactly. But that's pretty cool that you know how to do that, Tim. I would most definitely like to learn how to do that also, from that standpoint of figuring it out, you know. Maybe you do a video, Tim, or teach me some other time. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember using DOS. It's been old school, right? Old school. Pretty cool, man. I think it's cool. Yeah, this is funny. This keyboard is, yeah, it's acting up again. Maybe the batteries are dying on it. That's what's going on with it. You know. But all right, let's see. Yeah, this thing is acting super weird. Let's see. Tim says used to be n_net_step, but can't just do it like that anymore. You have to get a separate program now. Ah, all right. Check. Oh my gosh. Anthony, good to see you, my friend. Yes, the chat has been behaving. I've had a really good chat today. You know, it's probably because that kid's out there doing what I'm not doing and touching grass, you know, so good for him or her. All right. Or however he, you know, that person identifies, whatever. Right. But it's all good, Anthony. It's all good. I've been going for about an hour and a half. This was a nice break from doing my taxes. And so in about 2 minutes, I am going to shut things down so I can get back to doing the taxes. And I'll be going live again later on with the Fortnite, as you know. I appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shalene, for being here as well. We have had 68 views since I've been live for the last hour and a half. Check it out. I got this thing called Storyteller Tactics. And I'm interested to see what this thing is all about a little bit. You know, Storyteller Tactics. Pick a card, any card. All right, so check it out. This is what I did. My second foot pedal. And then so that you can see what I'm doing here. Ooh, it's a little bright, huh? Let's make this a little bit warmer, lighting-wise. Maybe a little easier to see on the eyes. I still have to do mine. Yeah. As I'm a weirdo. I actually like doing my taxes. Pick a card, any card. As a magician would say, let's do some story magic. Here are a few ways to approach the Storyteller Tactics deck. Pick a card, any card. Try our Desert Island cards. Try our recipe cards. Alright, so pick a card, fan the deck, pick a card at random, and make the elements of your story fit the tactic. Pick another card and repeat. Do this 3 times. See which story you like best. And so, it's interesting. Alright, let's see. The Dragon and the Sea. You need to get people excited about your work. Turn your project goals into an epic story about a city and a dragon. Wow, this seems really, you know, involved. We mess up when we tell stories that are boring, disrespectful, gossipy, stolen, stale. Oh, the story bank. Okay, let's read what this is all about. Keep track of your stories and the information behind them if you don't want to lose our trust. When you've got a good story, but the center of attention. When you've got a good story, you are the center of attention. But if you bore us or break a confidence, you'll lose our trust. You need a collection of useful stories. Think of them as your data. But you also need information about those stories, metadata, if you don't want to mess up. You need a story bank. Interesting. Alright, you need a story bank to avoid these pitfalls. Use a notebook or spreadsheet with these headings. What's the story? Why would I tell this story? What's the point? Who might find this story useful? Who have I told about this story to already? Whose story is it? Is it okay for me to share it? Is this story still up to date? If you create an online story bank, you can link posts, articles, and shared documents to give the full story. Interesting. Alright, I'll mess with this another time because I have other things that I need to do at this time as well, you know. But You do yours mid-year, Tim? Nice. Yeah, April 15th is our deadline, as you recall from just a few years ago, right? Just a few years ago. So, I'm going to mess around with that some more at some point. When? Good question. Just not right now, because I'm doing stuff right now. I had another picture in there, I thought. Alright, guys. I am going to go ahead and say adios for right now. I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me this afternoon. But yeah, the whole purpose, the reason why I wanted a second foot pedal is because my first foot pedal did this. A cam, well, we're on the A cam now. Fortnite cam, and then it zoomed in here, and then the second foot pedal actually allows me to go to the Droid camera, the cell phone, and the back camera, which again is frozen. Why? I do not know. And that's okay. I'm not even worried about it right now. I'm just happy that it's set up. It was working earlier, but I adjusted something, I bumped something, and now it's stuck. And that happens. That happens. Maybe I just need to turn the computer off and on again. But I will be on. Hi, Tiny. I will be on later on with Fortnite. Hope to see you there. Tim, are you gonna play some Fortnite later? It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while. Get some Fortnite in with us, brother. But I will see you all later on. And again, thank you for being here. Have a great day, all.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Time is barely on our side.